Yo, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the channel. In this video, I wanted to talk about a topic that may or may not be controversial in the gaming space, depending on who you ask. A topic that's been eating away at my ability to enjoy multiplayer games for quite some time now. Now, I'm sure this has been talked about millions of times, but I wanted to give my opinion on it, maybe some solutions, and I wanted to hear what you guys think. Now, I'm sure by now you've noticed the footage in the background is from Apex Legends. Apex used to be one of my favorite games, and I recently picked it up again after having not played it for maybe close to a year. I decided to use Apex for this video because it fits the topic being microtransactions. More specifically, battle passes and cosmetics. Now, Apex is not the first game to go full swing with a battle pass and cosmetics, but it's one that I've sunk hundreds of hours and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on. You see, I used to absolutely be obsessed with the gameplay loop, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't still enjoy it, but it has lost its touch over time. That being said, I justified spending copious amounts of money on this game because I enjoyed it so much. And I don't necessarily have an issue with free games like Apex charging for these types of microtransactions. The real issue stems from who they've inspired. You see, when games like Fortnite and Apex first released, they were sort of revolutionary in this new live service space. However, I'd be willing to say that the vast majority of AAA studios saw this and ate it up. No longer were we seeing these microtransactions being limited to free-to-play games. Over the years, some of my favorite games became tainted. Games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, and Halo all started implementing these same live service models. My gripes come with how they handle it and what it removes from the overall gaming experience. See, prior to live service, these games primarily sold DLC in the form of map packs. Of course, this caused major controversy amongst gamers, as these map packs would essentially split the player base and lock content behind a paywall. Now, as annoying as that was, the trade-off for removing these map packs was also removing a sense of progression. In most of these games, players would spend hours grinding for all sorts of cosmetics. Halo had different armors you could unlock by either completing achievements or progressing your rank. Battlefield lets you unlock weapons and soldier camos, and even sometimes new weapons like the Phantom Bow in Battlefield 4 by just completing challenges. And in Call of Duty, you could unlock weapon skins or even titles and emblems in the same fashion. Now fast forward to today, and most games have done away entirely with selling maps, and instead are looking for other ways to maintain an income. In comes live service. Studios are seeing the success of live service in games like Fortnite and Apex. They see players absolutely eating up this new form of consumerism. Battle passes gave players a false sense of progression that not only you had to pay for, but was time gated, and if you didn't complete a pass, you're out of luck. Players felt like you had to play this game so that they could complete their battle pass and get their money's worth. Now, if you didn't want to buy the battle pass, they would also sell cosmetic items that you'd have to buy using that game's specific currency. Currency that was usually sold in increments that were either not enough for what you wanted, or just enough over so you'd feel inclined to buy more. Companies like Microsoft saw this and immediately took to the drawing board, hiring psychologists to pick a player's brain and see what would keep them playing, and in turn, spending. But they took it a step further. Games like Call of Duty and Battlefield were and still are charging full price for their games on top of these microtransactions. Games like Halo decided to make their games free to try and manipulate your mind into justifying your purchases, but remove features like campaign from the game entirely and sold them to you separately at full price. After some time, however, these companies got bold. They began charging sometimes close to half the price of the game itself for a single cosmetic, or including unique items in bundles so that you'd be required to spend more money in order to get what you wanted. These prices matching or even at times exceeding what we used to pay for map packs. Now you might say, but Jared, cosmetics are completely optional and have zero effect on the gameplay. And while that statement holds value, I'd like you to think about any live service game that you play and think about how many friends you have, yourself included, that have not spent a single dime on that game. So why is this ruining gaming for me? Because as stated before, grinding for these things gives you a sense of progression and a sense of accomplishment when you reach your goal. Without a sense of progression, without something to work towards, the gameplay becomes stale. Grinding for and unlocking these cosmetics showed commitment and dedication that not only felt rewarding for you, but you could show off in the community. Not only that, but it gave you an objective in your gameplay other than to just kill the enemy and try to win. I'd much rather pay full price for a game with a full, flushed out progression system with unique challenges that unlock rewards. Now, I understand live service games need to make money in order to keep their teams working for multiple years to come. So what do I propose? I propose going back to map packs. Companies could sell multiple maps at a time, or even individual maps drip-fed throughout the game's lifecycle. Companies could do what EA did with Battlefield Premium. You purchase a one-time pass that gives you access to all future DLC maps, as well as any new cosmetics or weapons they would add to the game. I'd much rather spend $5, $10, hell even $20 every couple of months to get new maps while maintaining a thought-out and rewarding free progression system. I have no problem financially supporting devs, but when their main focus is on selling cosmetics rather than bettering their game, studios tend to lose sight of what the players really want and focus solely on monetization. Anyway, that's really all I have for this one. I want to hear you guys' opinions on the matter though, if you agree with my sentiment or if you think I'm fucking crazy. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more similar to this one. That's all I have for you. Enjoy the rest of this clip of me and my homies catching a dub. As always, I'm Slovaking. It's been real. Peace.
Round 2, beginning ring countdown.
Wait, I have crafting to do.
Attention, delivering replicator.
Check out that replicator coming in.
Crafting. Rather calming. The ring isn't far, and we've 1 minute to make the trip. Splendid.
Something up my sleeve and extra supplies.
Warning, movement in progress.
We're already in the next ring. Now, we wait.
Attention,
Shots fired. They're hitting me.
Being shot at. Using the Phoenix kit.
Opening fire.
I'm under fire.
Broken enemy shield. Reload.
Shields are depleted.
Go bamboozle. Troops to the rescue.
replicator dropping. We're close to taking fire. Caught like a rat in a trap.
It's 2 o'clock.
We have 30 seconds. Prepare. Shield cracked. These times are. Fire. Enemy cracked.
Recharging my shields.
10 seconds until the ring closes. Move. What a pitiful squad. Even repairing damages.
Recharging shield.
Warning. Movement in progress.
Focus. We're all outside the ring, yet it moves all the same.
Check it out. Care package coming in. Care package over here.
Peacekeeper here. Helmet here. Level 4. On helmet here. Level 4. It's a real me.
Reloading. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We wiped the squad. Only 2 enemy squads remain. I love it. Fire.
Reloading.
Let's put you in a mine. Caught like a rat in a trap.
Go back. Shot fired.
I shattered an enemy shield. Cut down it. Taking fire. Enemy shield
Cowards die
cracked.
many times before their deaths. The valiant never tasted death.
We routed that squad.
Recharging shields.
Replenishing my shields.
We have 30 seconds. Prepare.
Ultimate accelerant here.
Recharging shield.
Tick tock, 10 seconds. At least the ring's close.
Warning. Ring closing.
Focus. We're outside the ring, yet it moves all the same.
Wow! Look who it is! It's you! Can anyone summon the courage to face this
Take him out with
contender?
a decoy.
I'm under fire. Reloading. Putting a feet.
Stuck in a snare. Recharging shields.
Taking fire. Shields are depleted. Caught with no way out.
Sending out another mini. Enemy duplicate.
A snare binding me. I'm under fire.
Bamboozles for the foozles. Yeah, I said it. You got bamboozled.
An enemy here. Throwing an arc spot.
Taking fire.
1 minute to make the trip.
Bound by my hand.
Send in a decoy. Nothing.
Reloading. Took down that.
Using the decoy, Steve.
Broken enemy shield.
Cut down it.
Using a phoenix.
Firing.
Apex Champions.